Julian Cross stepped out of his rented sedan, looking anything but a billionaire. Worn jeans, an old shirt, sneakers covered in dust. This was his disguise. His usual life, the penthouses and boardrooms, was thousands of miles away. In this quiet Louisiana town, he wasn't the famous tech mogul. He was just Jules, a man passing through. This was all part of his unusual mission, to travel undercover and find communities with real grit, the kind of spirit money can't buy, and invest in them. He found his way to a small diner called Nora's Bean House. It was a charming place, a little worn around the edges, that smelled of real, honest-to-goodness coffee. A young waitress with sharp eyes and a calm demeanor approached him. Her name tag read, Tasha. "Morning," she said with a quiet confidence. What'll it be?" "Just a black coffee," Jules replied. She nodded. "Coming up." As she walked away, Jules took in the atmosphere. Regulars chatted in booths. The walls were covered in photos of community memories, a visual history of the town. Tasha returned with his coffee. The way she placed it on the table was deliberate, not rushed or careless. It caught his attention. Their eyes met for a second. Just as he was about to thank her, he noticed a small, folded piece of paper tucked under the cup. He unfolded it, his heart skipping a beat. The note, written in careful handwriting, said, "I know who you are, and I know why you're here. Please don't leave yet." He looked up, stunned, but Tasha was already walking away as if nothing had happened. For a man used to controlling empires, Jules felt completely off balance. How could she possibly know? He was so careful. Prepaid phones, aliases, no digital footprint at all. He watched her as she worked, a model of normalcy, smiling at customers and joking with the cook. There was no sign that she held his secret. When she passed his table again, she leaned in and whispered, "After your meal. Out back." Then she was gone. Jules could barely focus on his coffee. His curiosity was battling his caution. 20 minutes later, he paid in cash and walked around to the back of the diner. Tasha was there waiting for him, her arms crossed. "How did you know?" he asked, his voice tense. "Does it matter?" she replied calmly. "You're not the first outsider to come here pretending they're no one, but you're the first one who stuck around past a day." Jules studied her, impressed by her directness. "What do you want?" he asked. "Nothing," she said, her tone firm, "but I think I know someone you should meet." Her voice softened then. "It's my brother, Elijah. He's brilliant, a coder. He builds programs on second-hand laptops with cracked screens. But no one here sees him, not the schools, not the companies. He's just another black kid with an attitude." Her words hung in the air. Jules remained silent. Tasha pulled a small flash drive from her pocket and handed it to him. "This is his portfolio. You'll see." She started to walk away, then paused and looked back. "We don't want charity," she said. "Just a shot." Back in his motel room that night, Jules plugged the flash drive into his laptop. He expected some amateur projects, maybe a few interesting ideas. What he found left him speechless. The drive was filled with incredibly clean code, complex AI simulations, and a data sorting algorithm that was as good as, if not better than, prototypes his own companies had spent millions developing. Everything was built with free resources and outdated software. But what truly struck him were Elijah's comments in the code. They showed not just technical skill but insight, humor, and a truly brilliant mind. Jules leaned back, staring at the ceiling, his entire perspective shifting. He had come here looking for grit, and he had found genius. The next morning he returned to the diner. Tasha served him his coffee just like before, her expression unreadable. "I saw the files," Jules said quietly, leaning forward. "He's not just good. He's exceptional." Tasha didn't respond, her face a mask of neutrality. Jules slid a folded piece of paper across the table. It was a one-page contract, written in simple terms. It offered Elijah a paid internship, mentorship, and funding through one of Jules's anonymous startup accelerators. It would all start with a remote trial project, No big names, no pressure, just the work. I want him in, Jules said, but no handouts. He'll earn every single step. Tasha finally let out a slow breath, a wave of relief washing over her face. I'll tell him, she said. Then she hesitated for a moment. You know why I recognized you? Jules raised an eyebrow, curious. You came through a different town last year, she explained. Same disguise, but your eyes gave you away. Jules couldn't help but smile. I guess I need to work on that. The weeks that followed were a whirlwind. Elijah dove into the internship with a quiet, intense focus. From a distance, Jules watched him, never revealing his true identity, letting Elijah's talent shine on its own. And shine it did. Elijah exceeded every expectation. He solved complex data problems that had stumped entire teams. He built a neural network that improved prediction models by 11%. And he even redesigned a client dashboard that had been a major headache for months. Eventually, the time came for the next step. Jules flew Elijah out to San Francisco, telling him it was a meeting to present his work to potential investors. After the presentation, once the suits had filed out and the conference room was empty, Jules turned to him. I've got something to tell you, he began. When Jules finally revealed his real name and the true scope of the opportunity he was offering, Elijah was silent for a long moment, processing it all. Then a slow grin spread across his face. I figured something was off, he said. But I didn't know it was you. Jules smiled back. That note your sister gave me? That changed everything. He handed Elijah a business card, his real one this time. I want to invest in you, not just your talent, your future, but more than that, I want to build something with you. For towns like yours. For kids who don't get seen. Elijah looked down at the card, then back up at the billionaire who had seen his potential. A look of determination filled his eyes. Then let's get to work. Back in that small Louisiana town, Nora's Bean House still serves the same strong black coffee. Tasha still works the morning shifts, but now she's also finishing her degree online, her tuition paid for by a mysterious grant. No one in town knows the whole story. They just know that one day, a quiet stranger ordered a cup of coffee, received a folded note, and a new story began. A story about seeing the potential that the world so often overlooks, and about how one small act of courage, a simple note passed under a coffee cup, can truly change everything. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.